Hello family, welcome back to Carol Living. We are continuing in our series of the garden, the garden of the woodland side. Today I'm talking about the rear sides of the house, basically the rear views. One of the rear views on, like, when you look at the left side is basically bordered by a road. Like, it's a pathway for very many people who live behind, and it's an access space. So when we're developing this side, we're going to be in keeping with the fact that it's a roadside, and hopefully as the clients plan to put a wall on that side, we will just ensure we're a little bit more conservative. So we have some ideas. I'm thinking maybe a trellis, a beautiful walkway that is bordered by just ground plants, possibly a mix of beds and potted plants. I'm just thinking the wild ideas as they come, and I mean, my inspirations are different gardens I've seen across the country, and our country has some beautiful gardens. So my inspiration is some beautiful countries I've seen. I've also been reviewing a few of my books, my gardening books in my little library. So I am just getting all these ideas together. But basically, we are looking at how do we develop a small space. It's not much. It's about 3 meters from possibly the edge of the land, which is going to be a wall, and then the edge of the wall. So we'll just use small space gardening hacks to ensure we can develop this space, however tiny it is, and possibly it's like a walkthrough. Will ensure it's a beautiful walkthrough. We are taking advantage of every area on this garden to ensure we develop it in a way that it gives you a space of, like, a feel of zen. Like when you come through it, it's a zen. I am excited because this is one passion of mine that I have not, I've always been engaging in a few gardens here and there, but this is a chance to just go out and just get creative and then come on this journey. Anyone who is a floral, who is obsessed with gardens, please, you can comment below and see how our journey can just, enhance each other's. Otherwise, for the other side, it just overlooks there will be garden, like the garden that will be established as a garden. It could be with a very major crop, maybe like matoke, coffee, whatever. We're still figuring that out. But the other rear side will be that it will be developed as a pathway, but also at the same time we'll take advantage of the backdrop being the garden. And because it has a bit of like infrastructure on the ground, I think there is that septic tank, the sewer water system running down to the other rear side. So we'll just make sure all those features are put into consideration as we are developing the garden. Definitely when you're developing a garden, much as you work on the canvas or the ground, you have to consider the structural issues that make a garden to be functional. The drainage will be a very big idea. You'll have to always drain your garden in such a way that it works. So we'll make sure that drainage works better, the small space, the pathways, the circulation. Like, it has to be like one garden joins to another. It shouldn't be like, the rear garden is different and then the front. So we'll just make sure whatever plants we are using, they create harmony. It's like a continuity of sorts through the rear. And of course, as you go through the rear spaces on the side of the house, you will be now entering the backyard, and we're going to look at the backyard scenario in our next video. So keep watching, and just keep giving us more ideas. When I was thinking about this, then I was just thinking, one of the things that sometimes messes up gardening is that you either go for high maintenance gardens, or you go for plants that have a short cycle of like life and death. So here we're just going to make sure we have lots of beautiful succulent flowers that are low maintenance. They don't need you to water all the time, manure all the time. So in this garden development, we're going to make sure we use those a lot. I happened to have been to a travel recently, and in a place in Kenya called Naivasha, and some of the hotels where we lived had lots of stuff that I am honestly, that inspiration, I'm bringing it with me to apply. But also, I am one person who has really like traversed many gardens in our city here. Yeah, so I'm just getting all those inspiration and putting it together to just see what we can have, and I'm excited. Please, you stay up and you watch for our next video, which is with a backyard. Thank you so much for watching Carol Living Farm.